Welcome to episode 6 of On the Ranch at Oak Creek. So this week we're going to talk about putting a little clover up in haylage, silage beds. Stay tuned, watch, let us know what you think about it. See you later. Guys, we're here with Caleb Heinz. He's cutting our clover for us right now. It's a Kopu tube clover that we planted. It's a little bit more hardy clover. We're trying it out, seeing how it's going to do. But we're going to put it up in haylage and try a haylage type deal to put in our TMR mixture. Caleb, what do you think? Looks like it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like overall the forage is going to be really, really high quality. I think it's going to be highly digestible and palatable for your deer. Just looking at the field, it's not real tall, but it's really bushy and really thick. The leaves are high quality on it. We're running an impeller system today on the drying. And a lot of people don't use those on lagoons because it tends to be a little rougher on the leaves. But as you can see, it's holding the leaves very, very well. And it's not even really crimping them or anything. And so basically it's 1:40 in the afternoon on Thursday, right?
Yep, Thursday.
And we've got some cloud cover. It's not too bad. We've got some sun. And what we want to get this at is about
turkey are gobbling their head off right now.
I know.
Sorry.
That's all right. But we're looking to get this at 50% moisture. When we get it in a bale and get it tubed, that's the ideal moisture. And basically how we know that is you can do it a couple different ways. You can buy a moisture tester, or you can buy a microwave and a gram scale.
Yep.
And basically you would get 100 grams of hay, cook it down until it's dry, weigh it again, whatever grams you lost, that would be your percent moisture. So, but we're probably not going to do that because we've got quite a bit of area to cover here, and basically when you get to it, you get to it.
Right.
So, a good indicator, and what we've noticed, what we've done a lot on our own, is once it starts to wilt on top a little bit, you rake it, roll it together, let it wilt one more time, and that's pretty close to 50% moisture.
So we're looking forward to seeing what it does and getting the nutritional values back and seeing what it does in that TMR mixture. So I think the deer are going to really like it. I appreciate you doing it for us and explaining everything to us.
Yep,
I'll let you get back to work. We're going to go see what they're doing on the other clover fields. All right. We'll watch you for a little while. All right. As you can see, the clover's not real tall, but it's real thick. It's going to make for a good hay. Caleb just dropped this 4-foot bale out of the baler, as you saw, but these bales are going to weigh about 1,000 pounds.
All right, guys, we are out. Nick is loading hay on the trailer. This is our clover hay that he's loading up. We just baled it today. Cut it yesterday, baled it today. We're gonna bring it up. We're gonna do some silage with it. This is, you can see it coming out. It's, whoops, sorry. It's really good stuff. I'm really pleased with the way it's looking. Just make some silage hay out of it, and it'll be good stuff. They'll enjoy it. We'll load this up, take it up to the barn, and I'll show you us wrapping it and putting in the silage.
Tell you guys, you know, I've hauled a lot of hay in my life, but as a kid, I sure remember bucking those bales and all this. It was a lot harder than it is. Maybe I was just making it harder. You know, as you're a kid, you think work's work and you think it's a lot harder. But you know, I'm sitting here in the air-conditioned truck with my air-conditioned seats, watching the air-conditioned tractor load the bales on the back of my truck. I do have to get out and sweat a little bit to throw a strap over every once in a while before we pull it out of the fields. But you know, I guess I must apologize to the people I work for and my dad and everybody, because you know, maybe this hay stuff's not that hard. Just wanted to say that, put that out there. So.
You did so good yesterday. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, today it's Friday evening, about 5 o'clock. We started baling. Thought the moisture was right. Oh, roughly about 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there. We finally got them all wrapped. There ended up being a total of about 63 bales today. And Nick and Donald hauled them up here for us, and we're getting ready to run them through the wrapper. Basically, what we're doing here is it's all automated, other than you watch the ends, you wrap the ends by hand. You set the bale on there, it pushes itself through, it hits a sensor, it wraps the bale. We typically put between 8 to 10 wraps on. We like to put a little more plastic on, just because if you're gonna spend that extra money for the higher quality feed, you might as well have that extra insurance. A couple extra bucks a bale ain't gonna hurt nothing on plastic. Other than that, looks like they're wrapping up pretty decent. I like to see them hold shape a little bit better than what they're doing, but if you look at them, the hay is so fine and so, I don't know what the right word would be. It's very, very soft hay, and it doesn't pack down as tight as you want it to. Other than that, it's really actually wrapping pretty good. So I think it's going to be a really highly palatable feed, and I hope it works out good for them. So,
yeah. Caleb, explain to them why you do the haylage or just regular wrap, you know, dry hay or haylage. What's the difference?
So the difference between your typical haylage or your typical hay and this what we call haylage is basically, you know, dry hay we put up anywhere between 15, 16, 17, 18% moisture. Wet hay, you have a much greater range of moisture you can harvest it at, anywhere from 30 to 70%. Ideally, we like to put it in that 50% range. And typically, you know, weather patterns here recently, we've been fighting a lot of thunderstorms, pop-up thunderstorms. Now, we're actually quite a bit drier. We've had a very, very dry spring and a dry winter. and remarkably the clover held on really, really well through that dry spell. But right now what we're fighting is these pop-up showers, and typically we would have to let this clover lay a couple days to make sure we got it dry, to get it up dry. And this way we're able to speed up the process. We cut it yesterday, baled it today. Plus, if you think about it this way, as far as the nutritional value of the hay, any type of animal that's out there is there to eat what's on the ground, what's growing. Okay, that's already hydrated forage. This way, it allows us to keep some of that moisture with the hay and produce a little bit higher quality, better palatable, better digestible hay. So overall, it's higher protein, higher quality hay. It's a little bit extra work, but you can do it a little bit faster, and that's all I know. Now you know more than I do.
The best hay man in Osage County right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure to work with the guys down here at Oak Creek. Had a privilege to do some with them last fall, and just these guys really, really know their deer. They know their herd health and quality. These guys know what they need in the herd, and they're really, really dedicated and innovative to try new things to really, really do a high quality, top-notch job, produce those higher quality deer. So it's been a privilege to work with you guys. Great guys to work with. So appreciate it.
You and your dad, Mark, does a lot of work for us. Good people. Watch this thing work.
Okay guys, you've seen start to finish how we put up our clover, silage, haylage, whatever you want to call it, bales. They're all wrapped, processed, ready to go. We've got to wait 8 to 10 weeks, probably 10 to 12 weeks before we can break these back open. They will be fermented, and palatability, the nutrition levels will be through the roof for these deer. We'll put it in our TMR mixer, and they'll have some good dinner. So make sure, if we got some new colors in on our Oak Creek shirts. If you want to go, if you go to our pro shop on our website, you can order. We don't have these shirts on there yet. Soon we'll get those on there. But our pro shop's got all kinds of Oak Creek stuff you can look at, buy, purchase online. So if you like some of the new colors, look them up, grab them, get them coming to your house. You'll be the first ones to have them. Till next week, stay tuned on the life of Oak Creek.